Well, ladies and gentlemen. It really does feel good to be streaming and gaming for you guys again ever since my fever. I know it's been a minute since I last did a chill and chat. It feels like an entire week where I haven't done one. So, apologies for that. Just had to make sure that my body was at 100% again before I could even attempt to do this, because I like to come at y'all correct. But today, ladies and gentlemen, if you will indulge me, we're gonna be playing some more Genshin. I'm finally gonna work on that thaw out all the ice shards quests that I've been neglecting, and working on some other missions as well. And there's some things to talk about. Probably gonna do some more voices for you guys, as I tend to do. But also, we need to talk about Marvel games, because some recent things have happened, and I kind of want to give my own 2 cents on the matter. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to teleport right here. Oh, great. Great, just great. Those guys weren't here before. So now, do I have to worry about these guardians getting up?
Rise.
Okay, I think I know which one I need to go to. This one, that one, that one, that one, that one.
Wheel of life.
Now I gotta wait for my cooldown to stop so I can open this up again. Come on.
Go. Treasure chests. Do we like treasure chests?
Oh, great. So I actually do have to fight him.
Shine down!
Insolent.
Why they hit so hard?
Maybe. I
Really?
wasn't meant for this.
Really?
Life goes on. Like...
Why y'all gotta hit so hard, though? And why do those rockets... Why are those rockets so accurate? Hey, CJ, what's going on?
Remove all obstacles. Torn to oblivion! Thunderbolts.
Aw, come on. Not everyone is strong in my party.
Faster? Okay, faster.
You can go away now. Oh, great, and I can't heal.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Please tell me it didn't freeze. Okay, we're good. Sorry, the wheel was spinning for me, and I got mad concerned that the stream stopped. Hold on, let me adjust my fan in my room real quick. Okay, I'm good now. Whew! I got concerned that all of a sudden you guys weren't able to see anything that I was doing. But it appears everything is working just fine. Okay, we're good. Now we can continue this this massacre that's happening to me. Who gave you permission to strike me?
Rise. Wow, cold. So cold.
No! No! I'm going to die! And I'm so very cold. Why are you doing so much damage? I don't like that. I thought I had some strong people. Aside from what's happening in the game right now, how am I? I am better. I am so much better. All the phlegm that was messing with me and... Oh no! 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 And the only one who's still alive is Amber! Amber, you're going to be my saving grace.
No escape!
I'm clicking my stick expecting to run at high speeds, but that is not the case. Okay, so the rockets can be avoided! Okay, I just got a trophy for something. Get to the heat, get to the heat, get to the heat.
That's more like it.
Am I really gonna be saved by Amber? People sleep on Amber all the time. saying how she can't do nothing. How she's one of the bottom tier characters. Yet it looks like Amber's about to save me. Never mind.
Got me.
No! No! Please tell me that their health is down. Please tell me that all of their health is down. Alright, good. I'm gonna go kill him. No! No! Hello, Star. They're back to full health. Yee! Okay. First things first. I need to fill up all of their health. I need to fill up all of their health. And what is this achievement that I just got? Paralyze a ruined guard by attacking its weak spot. The nightmare begins again. Oh, it's unfair. I was actually getting close to beating at least one of them. Okay, ate that so I can get some defense. I do, however, need to eat some food that can actually heal me. Try and get the raiden shogun as high as I can in terms of health. At least it's not against Zhongli's pet. Oh. What level are these guardians? They're 33. But Amber and the Shogun are level 40. Wait a minute, what level is my guy? Like my first traveler guy. How do I not have a maxed out already? I mean, I have the Mora. I might as well level him up too, but why am I subjecting myself to this infernal torture? Then I forgot I got myself a brand new set of wings. Wings of Shimmering Galaxy. Ooh, musical wings. That's not important right now, though. Okay, what is this? Brilliant Diamond Fragment, Adventure Rank Reward. I need Wind Wheel Aster, which I have actually come across. So I need to get some more of those. I already got plenty of these damaged masks, so I kind of need to progress through my adventure rank in order to get access to these things. Do I have Bennett? I do! I just got this guy! He's one of the recent dudes that I got. I recently got my hands on Bennett. And Rosaria. But Bennett, most of all. Yes, I do have Bennett. If he's a good person to use against them, then I need to go ahead and fix this mess that I'm currently in. I don't really use Kaya, so I might as well put the lion's roar on him for the time being. And let me rank up Bennett. And I can ascend Bennett right now.
I feel stronger in every sense.
I need power!
Just
I
as
need
unlucky as
power!
ever, though.
I need
Adventure
power!
Team, assemble!
Can I do my Yuri Kurotsuchi again? Sure. Let me just pull up his lines after I'm after I need to beat these guardians first. Beat the guardians first, and then we'll do more of my Yuri
Where did that come
Kurotsuchi.
from?
I'm using up so much of my Mora just to... just to get Bennett to a comfortable stage.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble!
But I don't care, as long as I can prevail against these guys. Now I need to put some good stuff on here. Okay, martial art. Bennett's voice sounds very familiar. Voiced by Christina V. Valenzuela. I don't know what else she has starred in, but her voice actually does sound quite familiar to me. Alright, let's put something on here that'll definitely benefit me. Martial artist, water hourglass. Martial artist. Martial artist, bandana. Martial artist, feather. And I pretty much have the majority, I pretty much have the entire set on me already, so I kind of don't need to really worry about it. No wiping this time. Oh, trust me. At least this isn't as annoying as the final boss of Doom Eternal, which I beat yesterday. I beat Doom Eternal yesterday. It was so satisfying. Oh my goodness. While I'm at it, I might as well try and enhance this as well. I got all this basic stuff down here. You know, all I have to do is just auto add the materials instead of me just going in there doing it one by one. I am making this harder on myself than I need to. I'm just really making this harder on myself. Alright, bonus stat in there. More defense, which is always good. But there are some things I kind of want to talk about during this stream. I mean, of course I'm going to talk about Marvel's Avengers and how I called how they would add paid consumables into their game. I mean, we all knew they were going to do it. Really shouldn't be a surprise. But I also kind of want to talk about Marvel games as a whole. Healing bonus. Let me go ahead and max out the one that increases my attack all the way. Randomly upgrades one bonus attribute. Hey, got it to the max. Okay, so now we have bonus a hunt, 1, 2, 3. Bonus attack, 1, 2, 3. Critical damage, HP, defense, and energy recharge. This is for Bennett. Come on, Bennett. Stay cool, bird boy. Let me switch out Amber for Bennett.
I won't hold you back. Much.
Okay. Made some pumpkin bars last week, trying to decide what to make today. Perhaps monkey pull-apart bread. Ooh, monkey bread.
Adventure. Ugh. Ha. Ha. Off we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta get to the spots that are hot.
Miss?
And that spot is not hot.
Adventure time. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
That was unnecessary. You didn't need to hit me like that. Why you gotta be like that? Shooting your rockets, swinging them arms around. You know you don't need to like that.
Why do they never miss? Off we go. Let's light it up. I always bounce back. Just watch me. Let's light it up. Yeah. Yeah.
If I stay close to them, they won't shoot their rockets. Never mind. I was point blank. Still shot him. No! Can I do all the character voices, including the girls? For what, Genshin? I mean, I probably have to practice with it first. I mean, I can get the mannerisms down. That much I know. stop smacking me around. It's not necessary. Also, hello, Callie. Don't you fire them rockets. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, rockets. Be gone, rockets. You're banished from ever messing with me, rockets. Leave me alone. No, 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 no! Stop being accurate with your rockets! You don't need to be accurate! Here's the thing, though. I'm running away from these guys, having such a hard time, and then I'm still concerned about the big one in the back. That one hasn't moved. I am very concerned. Chi-chi! Get to the heat. Heat, chi-chi, get to the heat. Oh, sure.
Oh, no.
It's gonna be right over there. And it's just... You see how much health that just drained? 200 per! Y'all just don't want me to live, do you? Oh, and then you're gonna use the swirly arms, gonna make me run around in the cold? Is that how we do things now? Gonna make my job harder. Oh, and you're gonna spin, so now I can't even get close to attack you? Oh, that's perfect. That's great. That is so great. Stop doing that. Stop doing your rockets. Stop trying to do your rockets. No one asked you for your rockets. Leave me alone with those rockets. Oh, you're both gonna do it? You're both gonna do it at the same time? Oh, is that how we do things here in Mondstadt? Is that how we do things here in Mondstadt?
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Why are you so accurate with that, son? You ain't gotta be all accurate like that. You ain't got to hit me like that. That's not necessary. Why? I look away for 1 second. Just to look at chat. Can I do any characters from any other video games? It depends.
I always bounce back.
I've done quite a
watch
few
me.
voices, such as from Soul Calibur and the like. CJ will tell you I've done tons of them. I've had whole streams just dedicated to different voices of characters.
I mean, I can do Tomura Shigaraki, but it's not like my master would want me to.
All right.
Go!
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. How are you level 33? You are underneath my... Oh, double rockets? Double rockets? Is that what we're doing?
Shine down!
Detached.
See, I need you to be healed because I need someone to protect me. Oh, I need someone. Oh, I need heat. I need heat. Heat! Save me, heat! Fighting these guys is really annoying. And then with the rockets, here's the thing, the rockets themselves, when they hit me, they do so much damage. I'm not really worried about the melee attacks. Why would I go in there? Why would I go into that range to attack? And my guy's out. Oh, so that's nice. That is so much nice. That is so much nice. Where's the heat? I need the heat.
Faster?
Where's the heat?
Okay,
Where's
faster.
it? Why? I'm down. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Cold. So
The bleak midwinter. There's an actual achievement for dying in the cold.
There is no escape! the mortal plane.
Well, if Marvin the Martian was a video game character, this would probably be the voice I'd give for him. Oh, what I wouldn't do for a PXJ-73 space modulator right now. These Earth creatures make me so angry.
Adventure time.
Stop shooting your rockets! It's not funny! See, this is what happens. Solo leveling tomorrow. That is actually the 14th, Johnny.
Why do they never miss?
That is actually going to be on the 14th, if their editorial team was anything to go by. Hey, stop with the rockets. Why is it every single time I try to run to a hot spot? Look at that.
This is just my...
And like that, I'm down. Is that everyone? Is that everyone? No! I'm okay. I'm okay. I am not okay! You know what we're not gonna do?
This right here. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this today.
14th is Thursday. Correct. Which means that chapter is coming out then. The editorial team that Vala Morgula sent to me, informed me of,
Assemble!
was anything to go by, then yeah, we're not getting a chapter until the October 14th, and this is from the official editorial team. So yeah, we're not getting a solo leveling chapter. We're not getting a solo leveling chapter until Thursday. Can I do an anime girl voice? They tend to not be my best voices.
But I don't know. Maybe I can try.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go.
Izuku Midoriya, I mean, maybe I could like him, but I don't know if I mean, we're supposed to be heroes.
We are leaving this place. There is so much misery here. So much misery. Which is why we're gonna go back to exploring Liyue. See, I was so much more content just over here. And now I just reminded myself that there are some very tough monsters that live here in this area that I was running away from beforehand. One Genshin Impact stream ago, I remember those roly-poly monsters that came after me. Noelle was there. Wow, I know it needs work. Maybe a little while later, maybe when I'm much stronger, because trying to kill those guardians, even though I'm a full level above them, does absolutely nothing. But yeah, Callie, I know it needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work. That anime girl impression was good? Oh, well, thank you. have a manga for me to read. Martial Magic and Muscles, very funny. It is very good. I'll add it to the list. I know I said that the beginning after the end is the next one I'm gonna bring to the channel once solo leveling is done. But I'm always keeping an eye out for new manga to read to you guys as well. I still need to do my reaction to that Bleach chapter that came out. I never did it. I never read it yet. I know it came out like a month ago, but I never read that chapter yet. So at some point this week, I'm probably going to do a live reaction to that chapter and, you know, probably just talk about more Bleach. Because, you know, Bleach is, to me, I enjoy Bleach. So I'll probably have to do that. Some point this week. Excuse me, gents, I'm gonna light this on fire. Hey, chest. They hit above their level. See, that's the reason why I prefer... See, the thing about Genshin Impact is the fact that you can, in fact, become stronger, and there's areas where enemies are so much stronger than you, but it's not a sure thing.
Insolent.
Tell you about Genshin Impact and its characters in my anime girl voice. I told you, it's not my best voice that I can do.
Ah! My goodies! No, I can't forget my goodies. Not the treasures and stuff. Oh, they're all dead. Okay, so here's the raiden shogun. She was the person I was trying to get at when her banner was up here beforehand, and I quite like her. It took me a while to get her weapon, though. Couple of pulls here and there. Here's the thing. I got her with some free pulls. I managed to get her on the very first day her banner released. Can you believe that? But her weapon, however, yeah, I had to do that at least about 3 other times. She's a good character and all, but I'm not far enough in this story.
Still wish to once again hear my Mayuri voice. Oh, right. Hold on. I need to pull up Mayuri Kurotsuchi real quick. Mayuri Kurotsuchi. Everyone's favorite Bleach mad scientist. Oh my goodness, did my stream just really crash and it didn't let me know? Oh my gosh, why did it do that to me? My goodness software had the absolute gall and audacity to just stop in the middle of my stream. It's crazy. How dare you? I have an audience watching me. But yeah, seriously though, my Elgato just decided, you know what? We know you're streaming. We're just gonna run into our usual Air 500 and just crash your stream just like that. We're just gonna crash. We're just gonna crash and mess up your whole stream. We're gonna make it so that everyone gets disjointed. Whatever immersion they were having during the stream, we're just gonna go ahead and just kill the whole thing. Oh yeah, my name is Lovey Space Gisher. I'm here to entertain every single one of you. I was talking, and then you guys were saying, what's happening? It's not moving, it's buffering. And I just thought it was a buffering issue. I thought if I exit out of some windows and everything would be fine. But no, it just said, you know what? We're just going to crash. And we're gonna mess up everything you worked so hard for the past 46 minutes. But we're back again, so now we can continue. making my way towards Liyue Harbor. But I did say that I was going to do my Yuri Kurotsuchi for you, CJ, so let's see. Here's when he's talking to Orihime.
If you work for me, I'll treat you well. In case you are worried, I am really gentle with female subjects. How about this? I'll give you top-class special treatment. I'll only drug you 8 times a day and only 4 hours of machine operations a day. You will eat with your mouth, and when you sleep, I'll give you clothes. And I'll stay away from any life-threatening operations if I operate on you. How about it? This is a special offer that I've never offered to any test subject before.
When did he say this to Orihime? And then here's one to Uryu.
Ooh, a Quincy. They are a rare breed. I haven't seen a live one for many years. However, I'm sorry, but I've already finished studying your kind. I have absolutely no interest in you.
Much like Kanye West during his infamous interruption. Unlike Kanye West, though, I'm not gonna be seen as a complete tool, or my stream is just gonna be seen as a complete tool because of. Actually, you know what? Actually, that actually is a good example. Never mind. That's actually a really good example. It's a really good example. Okay, so where's this little shard supposed to be? Is it down there? I need to cook myself some more food. Hungry! I don't mean in real life, I mean in the game. There it is. There's Liyue Harbor. Let's go ahead and make our way down there finally. Well, thank you, CJ. I feel like voices like my Yuri Kurotsuchi,
Voices like this tend to be some of my favorite voices to do.
I mean, they are, in fact, some of my favorite voices to do overall. That's the reason why I can just go easily into them. You know what? I might as well formally... There was a fast travel spot over here. I think that's the entrance. That is the entrance to the harbor. We might as well enter in and actually go the normal way. Never realized just how little stamina I actually had. We might as well go through the front entrance. You know what? That mission, this mission can just disappear from my log completely. I don't care about it. This is the entrance into Liyue Harbor. Jazz to see Pickle animated sometime next year in the latest Baki anime. Ah, interesting.
Good morrow! Hello, good sir. I am here to explore your city.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna walk through here like everything's normal. Please declare. Welcome to Liyue. Please declare any commercial goods that you may be carrying. Tell me about Liyue. Liyue is the largest trading post in all the 7 nations. Merchants gather here from all over Teyvat, making it a port city with booming business. Liyue already has 1,000 years of history developing under the leadership of Rex Lapis. Mora, the common currency for trade across all Teyvat, was originally dubbed by the legendary Rex Lapis, who was himself originally known as Morax. The coins are now minted in Liyue's very own golden house. Did you also come to Liyue in search of fortune? Well, good luck. Nice to get that little introduction.
Welcome to Liyue.
From Kailei. And we finally made it to Liyue Harbor. Shandling was just telling me about this place. I wonder where her shop is. And we have a fast travel point that's up there. We're gonna explore all the fast travel points in this city. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, so here's the thing that I do not get about some video games, and especially live service video games that require that you be connected to the internet in order for you to play. Now, I'm gonna talk about Marvel's Avengers and how it led to the point it is right now. When I look at Genshin, I look at, just merely stepping into this direction, everything just screams. Hold up. In my last stream, I looked at a statue. In a stream before my last stream, I looked at a statue, and it pointed to some rocks that had one big rock in the middle of it. And it said that there would be treasure at the top of it. Is that it? Is that the mountain peak that has what I'm looking for? That has like that little chunk that's over there? Is that it? I think that's it. I think this is the special spot. We're gonna make our way over there later. But the thing about Genshin that makes it so successful is that it takes a property and then it establishes that property, but it also gives you so much you could possibly do within this property. Can you do how you think Pickle's English dub voice would sound? He's a reanimated caveman warrior. He's seen preserved in ice at the end of the most recent season. Let me look up what he looks like. What he looks like will determine how I give him a voice. Oh, this dude has a Cars-looking face, but, you know, the usual proportions of a person from Baki. Oh my goodness, this dude is big.
A copy of each invoice is sent to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Why'd they have to do that transfer?
Let me see if I can get a... Oh, that's how he looks. This dude...
A copy of each invoice is sent to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
This dude is big. I don't like the fact that he's got pointed toenails, though. That's nasty. Pointed toenails is nasty. Nasty. Don't even get me started on having his fingernails are just sharp as well, but sharp toenails? Oh my goodness. Slicing up bed sheets. Cutting up your socks. Cutting through your shoes. I always found that nasty. Just sharp toenails, that's just nasty. He looks like a Super Jack Tarzan, exactly. But let me see if I can get a voice for him, even though apparently it says that he hasn't exactly been shown speaking. Let's see. He has never been heard to speak intelligibly so far in the manga. Despite not being intelligent enough to speak, he has his honor and has never wanted to eat a creature that doesn't fight with him. So the dude has never spoken, but he's a 190 million year old caveman. He's 8 feet tall, 441 pounds. And the only thing he fears is wasps. But it's not being stung that scares him, it's the fact that he tried to eat a wasp, and his mouth started burning intensely from the wasp venom. From this, Pickle began to fear them as they had the ability to harm him even after they had been defeated. This was also the same quality he saw in Jack Hanma, causing Pickle to be hesitated to fight, thus saving Jack's life. Ooh, I'm not reading that next one. I'd assumed he'd use them as weapons when he fought and hunted back in the day. So here, he didn't use the wasps as weapons. It's the fact that when he tried to kill one and eat one, it burned the inside of his mouth because of the venom, and then it pretty much made him fear the wasp because even after he defeated them, they were still able to harm him.
Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Because apparently that venom was enough to cause him internal pain, which is something I guess he was not used to way 190 million years ago. Kakion Nexus, what is going on? We're just doing a little bit of talking here, talking about me voicing some characters such as Pickle from Baki, and talking about how Genshin succeeded where Marvel Avengers failed. The best I can do for Pickle, since he kind of doesn't have any speaking lines, I guess I could just make him sound like a caveman, you know. Oh, I assume he used them as weapons when he fought and hunted. Oh, you're talking about his fingers and toenails. Ah, disgusting. Sharp fingers and toenails if you're not a werewolf or not a lycanthrope. And you're human, regular human, and you just got them filed down and they're just sharp. That's just uncomfortable to me. But let me just see if I can come up with some way that Pickle could possibly sound. These are the because remember, you can't really speak intelligently, so you know, grunts and stuff. Pickle did have inner dialogue of sorts in the manga. Pickle's intelligence varies from animalistic to slightly above average. Originates from the Jurassic era, mostly relies on his primal instincts and the things he's learned when he was younger, similar to an animal. However, after being brought out of the ice he remained frozen in for millions of years, Pickle was forced to live in the modern era where technology, intelligence, and complex techniques dominate. Albeit slowly, was able to adapt to the present day, I'm reading his wiki page, to adapt to the present day world and even learn the basics of martial arts such as Aikido. Oh. Pickle's cognitive skills and perception may seem very primal at first, but are actually as complex as an average human's. Imagination and understanding are some of Pickle's most notable traits, which confuse all of the characters in the series. So apparently, when it comes to his abilities, it says that Pickle is not only the oldest character in the entire Baki franchise, but also the tallest and one of the strongest of all fighters. Pickle has used the same stance Yujiro uses, hinting that he may be part of the Hanma bloodline. Wouldn't that be some mess if Pickle turns out to be the ancient prehistoric ancestor of the Hanma bloodline itself? That'd be crazy. What am I talking about? You lost? Oh, Pickle is a character from this series, this manga anime series called Baki. He is a 190 million year old caveman that recently showed up in the manga itself, and CJ was at first asking me what he would sound like if he could actually speak. Now, the thing is, the character himself cannot speak intelligibly because, you know, he's a caveman. So I was just giving a little bit of a dialogue of how Pickle would sound. But back to Genshin. The reason why Genshin is massively succeeding, where live service games like Marvel's Avengers has failed, is Genshin has already established a foundation and has built upon it. Not only has it established a foundation, but it also knows what it wants to be. Let me move my mic over so that way I don't lean too much. Genshin knows what it is. It knows it's a live service gacha game. And that's pretty much its basis. And it's fine with being a live service gacha game. It already knows that people may not like its elements, but the people that do, there's a lot that it has to offer. And not only that, but they continuously build upon this update after update. And if the amount of revenue that this game generates is any indication, this game knows what to sell its players and how to sell it professionally so that it's raking in millions, literally millions, because it knows what players want. Now, that doesn't mean that this game is without its drawbacks and without its issues or anything like that, because it does have its issues. There are some points where characters are shown off to be one way before their release, and then they're completely different during their release, and it draws a lot of ire from players. Like, there are some people who don't like the fact that Kujo Sora does not really resonate mechanically and gameplay wise with Raiden Shogun, even though she would have before. About Miss Kono Anamo something, the fish girl, the girl with the fish powers and water magic and everything like that. They're not really fond of her. And not only that, but players can be kind of, very, very hostile towards people who just voice the characters themselves. It's not really a matter of, oh, we don't like this character. No, we don't like this character and the person that voices them, even though the person that voices them have absolutely no sway over how this character is portrayed. And that's why I feel like players get very off kilter with it. But to the matter at hand, the reason why won't get any money from you, you're broke, it's completely understandable, Kakion. The thing that makes Genshin such a success, though, is that it knows what people want, and it revels in it. It builds upon that. Because, for example, I can go to all these characters. All these characters I got from polls. And a lot of these characters I managed to get for free. Well, pretty much the majority of my roster I managed to get for free because of the primo gems that they give you. Now, since it's a gacha game, it's not just going to go up and give you so much that you can just get all these characters and never have to worry about spending a dime. It still is a monopoly that they're working on. But the reason why this works and why Avengers still doesn't is because not only is it an established thing that it already knows that it has to be, its foundation is already solid. That's the thing. Its foundation is solid. And then it just builds upon that. It gives people things that they want. Destruct, how have I been? I've been good. I had a fever earlier last week, but I'm over it now, so I'm back to being able to stream and talk to you guys once again. I am still working on doing this full time, so I feel like that day is growing closer and closer, and I really do appreciate all the support that you guys give me towards that endeavor. But the reason why Genshin is such a success, whereas Marvel Avengers is not, and it can be argued that Marvel Avengers is not the same thing as Genshin, but they're both live service games, so they both fall into that category. The thing that is really unfortunate is the fact that Marvel Avengers is already an established property. I tried to say an established as smoothly as I could, but it didn't work. Marvel is already an established property. So there shouldn't be any reason why it's so difficult for things to be made for it. There are literally countless stories that one could come up with or one could adapt to video game form, and that can just satiate players for an extended period of time. Unfortunately, however, let me just mark that on my map. Unfortunately, however, the higher-ups who are in charge of Marvel's Avengers itself seem to think that Ubisoft is a good example to pattern after in order to keep players invested. Let me elaborate on this. What Ubisoft does for their games is they give you, such as an example, Assassin's Creed. It hasn't been an assassin game since Origins, which was supposed to tell about the original assassins, but then Odyssey and Valhalla just decided, you know what, let's just have these famous warriors from history and just drop them in the Assassin's Creed world. Are they assassins? No. But let's just have it in there because that's just an idea. A Viking assassin, but he's not really an assassin, though. But the thing with Ubisoft is, with their games, they've already established that we're going to make these open world games, I want to say filled with stuff, but at the same time, we kind of want people to keep paying past the asking price. And therein lies the problem. Because Marvel Avengers, if you haven't known recently, when they went on to E3 in 2019, before the game even launched, by their own admission, they said the game is not going to have any pay-to-win mechanics or loot boxes. Now, you've probably seen a couple of videos here and there out there in the world as of right now, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the concept of pay-to-win for those who don't know, pay-to-win is basically you shell out some money in order to give you a gameplay advantage that will allow you to win. That is what pay to win actually is. Sometimes this sort of thing allows you to completely circumnavigate just taking part in fights at all, and then you just literally pay to skip. That is what pay to win is. What Marvel Avengers has done is not necessarily what I would call pay to win, but pay to make less grindy. Pay to spend less time doing something. That's what they've done. Because by their own admission, and this is in an article that they created on their very own site, they said that we are committed. You know what? I'm about to put them on blast. Let me find this article because I have it in my history. Because I just looked this up. I even was when they were celebrating the game coming to Game Pass. During their stream on Twitch, I was there during that the last half of their stream on Twitch because I didn't even know that they were doing this for Xbox Game Pass. Their entire game completely glitched out, and it forced them to end their stream early because the game is just fundamentally broken. The game is still fundamentally broken. I don't know what to tell you guys. There's a reason why I turned that game in and I uninstalled it off of my system. I don't have time for a Marvel game that doesn't want to embrace it being Marvel and just wants to embrace being a marketplace to show off skins to players that they expect to buy. My thing is, it's a $60 game with mobile game microtransactions in it. It is a paid game that has free-to-play mechanics in it. Now, I have the article right here. I got the patch notes when they introduced catalysts, which are the boosts that you can now buy in their store. But I have it right here when they were talking about gears and cosmetics. Right here on, I believe this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. This is August 27th. Marvel's Avengers, everything you need to know about gear and cosmetics. One of their big key lines here is, we've also committed that content purchasable with real money in Marvel's Avengers will be aesthetic-only additions, which will ensure we can keep the game fresh for years to come. The fight against AIM is only just beginning. There is much more story and many more heroes on the horizon. So, let me just reiterate what they just said. We are committed to the only thing that you can purchase with real money to be cosmetic items, such as emotes, skins, nameplates, which are by far one of the lowest bars you could ever possibly give players, and intend to incentivize that they, part with their dollars that they either spend a lot of time earning or the like. And that's pretty much it. But the issue that Marvel Avengers has is that it has not created a name for itself to kind of establish this sort of thing. Sorry, I'm talking and I'm moving at the exact same time. It has not created a foundation that is solid enough for it to even do this. Because recently, in their big recent update last week, in their big update, in their recent marketplace update that they did last week, they added paid consumables to the game, such as fragment boosts or XP boosts. Things that you would call time savers in Ubisoft's game, and they added it to their game. There has been no reason as to why they added it. They have been silent ever since they added it in their game, and it's left everyone with by far one of the nastiest tastes in their mouth towards this game in a very long time. What makes it even more shady is the fact that they did this directly after saying the game would come to Game Pass. No, actually after they launched Marvel Avengers on Game Pass, introducing brand new players to this whole concept. And it's really, really shady due to the fact that they waited until they had more players from Game Pass. That they suckered players from Game Pass on Xbox and PC to install the game and start playing it. They waited to do that so that they could try and get more people to, when we got this free weekend that's going on for Game Pass players to celebrate how much the game has been a success. It's not been a success. It hasn't. So, just in case your boost runs out after you've played the first couple of days, well, we just introduced new paid consumables into our game, so if you want to keep the streak going, you can. Just $5. $5 to keep this 3-day boost going. And should you run out of this boost, I mean, it's always here in the marketplace for you. But they waited good until they established a new group of players on Game Pass before they did this. They waited nice and long until people put the thought that, oh, they started giving us free boosts. Waited until people didn't talk about it as much, and then they added it in just as some new Game Pass players got established, and completely went back on their word. That's the thing. They went back on their word. They lied. They lied. Because they said that we are not going to do anything that you could pay for in the game outside of cosmetic stuff. We're not. We're not going to do it. But they did it anyway. So it pretty much ruined any trust that people had with Avengers overall. And everyone and their mama, everybody and their mama pretty much have put Avengers out of their heads. People who shilled for the game and defended the game at every turn, they no longer are having the game as their big thing to do on their channels. People who praise the game no longer do so simply because they lied. Now, I've seen the narrative that people tend to go by saying that, well, if you don't have to buy it if you don't want to. Don't like it, don't buy it. Don't like it, don't play it. I hear that so often. Yet at the same time, it is the principle of the thing. If, say for example, if I were to go out and say, I am not going to create clickbait videos just so I can get paid from the ad revenue from people just clicking on my channel all the time. Because, well, we've seen what happens when people use clickbait videos. I mean, sure, they get massively popular, but people don't really take them as seriously due to that type of tactic. But imagine if I said, I'm not going to make any clickbait videos because then it would be too easy and... it'd be too easy, and it's a cheap way to get my channel established and the like. Imagine if I said that, and then all of a sudden, I wait like a good month or two after, where people had forgotten that I said, oh, I'm not going to do clickbait videos, and then I start doing clickbait videos. That means I lied, doesn't it? It doesn't matter it doesn't matter the reason for why I did it. What matters is I lied, and any trust that I had gained from any of you is tarnished because of that lie. That is the current state that Marvel's Avengers is in right now, because they thought that we would be dumb enough to fall for the tactic of, oh, well, people will like our stuff because it's Marvel, and people will let this pass. The thing is, they have not given a reason as to why they added it into the game. They have not given a reason as to why these paid consumables are in the game now. They've been silent. They haven't said anything. We haven't heard anything from them. It's just been nothing but quiet. And it's actually massively bothered people due to the fact that this is, first of all, this was supposed, here's the thing, everybody can agree that a lot of us were really hoping that Marvel Avengers would be the it Marvel game to play. It would be the it Marvel game that I could tell you guys to go play because it's so much fun. I was really hoping that it would be that. But unfortunately, the game is so bare bones, so hollow, doesn't even know how to properly establish itself in a world where multiple games are doing exactly what it's doing, yet it can't even establish itself during, let's call it the Backstreet Boy reunion tour, that's currently across the globe right now.
Transcend all constraints.
It can't even create its own identity. And to this day, I have never told anyone that, you know what, you can go ahead and play that game because it's that much fun. Lies, unlike how Kevin Smith did with Masters of the Universe, most of those lies were lies of omission. Here with Crystal Dynamics, though, it is just straight up lies. And the thing is, it is not on the fault of the developers themselves. I know a lot of people like to blame the developers, but it is not their fault that all of this has happened. It is whoever was this big executive suit wearer at the top of the food chain of either Crystal Dynamics itself, who has absolutely no hand in developing games whatsoever, or it was a suit from Square Enix that said, you have the Marvel property, we kind of need you guys to try and monopolize on it, and also try and get these players to pay more than once for this live service game. That's the issue.
Take them. I have no
That's
need.
the flat out issue. Cause my thing is, and let me just go back to it, Marvel is already an established property. You don't need to work too hard to make it work. You have Marvel's Spider-Man that exists right now, that has already established that it is completely possible to create a Marvel experience that is not only well done, well foundationed, there's plenty for you to do, it is absolutely maddeningly fun to play, and it's respectable to the player who plays it. You could play Spider-Man right now. There's so much you can do, and not only that, but it just feels good to play. Hold on, let me get through this. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me do something. I gotta bring up this example. And since I'm streaming through my Elgato, I think the only best example I can do this with is with Spider-Man itself. This is the only way I can make this example. Okay. This went from a Genshin Impact stream to a Spider-Man stream now. Okay.
I wonder if I can find anything
You see
on
this?
Michaels at Oscorp.
Let me switch the visuals to performance RT. So that way I can move at 60 frames. Because 60 frames Spider-Man is just so good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you see this? This is not Miles Morales, this is just regular Spider-Man. The thing that makes Spider-Man so successful is that it gets the character right. Sorry, just a little bit coffee here.
Requesting a status update from Midtown North. Demons are firing on our APC.
You probably feel ganged up on right now. Maybe try not bombing the city. Glad I was here. Demons were gonna.
And like that, crime over.
But it was fun.
The game gives you Spider-Man. It establishes a world where... Let me see if I can put this in the best words possible. The game gives you Spider-Man. The game is built around Spider-Man. It takes everything you know and love about Spider-Man and puts it in an established space where everything makes sense.
Midtown North, please copy.
It does everything in its power to give you the best Spider-Man experience possible.
Officers respond. We've got a 10-10 narcotics in progress.
Have I played Breath of the Wild? I have, but I never finished it. I haven't finished Breath of the Wild yet.
You guys said the bug was on vacation. Oh, come on, fellas. You can't keep ducking income tax like this. Knock him out already. Go, now! Come on, get up! Okay, go. I'm losing him. Gotta catch up. I think your shocks need some work. Hold steady. Gotta shut the...
But I pressed quick enough. I pressed quick enough to do that.
Knocking the ever-loving stuffing out of dealers is my anti-drug.
Maybe I wasn't fast enough. I don't think I was fast
Text you the
enough.
location. Cops will be here in no time.
All right, so look at this. Okay, so when you're playing Spider-Man is a good example of how to achieve an actual good Marvel game. Even though it's single player, it gives you plenty to do, such as landmark tokens and pictures to take, research to do, crimes to stop. And just because you complete this 100% does not mean that there's nothing else to do. I mean, they're still just swinging around the city, enjoying the game as a whole, stopping random crimes. Because I've completed both Spider-Man and Miles Morales 100%, got both the Platinums, did everything that there is to do in those games. Well, not necessarily everything, because there's still some suits that I haven't unlocked yet due to me not completing everything for the DLC. So that's one little thing I might have to actually fix for myself. But what makes Spider-Man so successful is the fact that it takes an already pre-established character and then it expands on it, but also makes it entirely fun to experience. See, when I play Spider-Man, it's not a matter of, am I just going to be doing the same old thing over and over and over again? No, that's not the case. That is definitely not the case, because when I'm playing as Spider-Man, I am either going to be playing through the story again, because the story is good, either solving some crimes or just swinging around the city doing whatever it is a spider can. Plus, the game itself is built so that playing as Spider-Man is satisfying. See, I talked about this on Kyle's server, on his Discord, and in his comments of his videos. I said that a game can be repetitive, and repetitive, just endlessly repetitive. It can be. But if the gameplay loop is satisfying and it's entirely entertaining to play, then it doesn't matter if a game is repetitive. If the game is fun to play every single time you pick up the controller, it doesn't matter if it has you doing the same thing over and over again. It will not matter. What Marvel Avengers fails at is that it makes you do the same thing over and over again, but it doesn't establish any sort of entertainment value that continues to exist past the initial experience.
I should be able to hack into the security network modules from the outside. There are the network cables. I just need to follow them to the security module. There we go, a security module. Looks like there's 4 of these around the building. That should make things easier.
What the hell? Security teams, call in. Sable Team Alpha standing by. Looks like an electrical problem. Copy that. Keep an eye on the exterior while we try to track down the issue.
Just when I thought it would be easy.
See, moments like this, moments that offer up some diversity, from the usual change-up.
Looks like we have some sort of software problem. We're calling in a specialist. Copy that. Continuing exterior sweep.
Myself and pretty much everyone hopes that the upcoming Wolverine game will do for Logan what what it has done for Peter and Miles. See, the thing is, Insomniac has already established that they know how to not only do one good Spider-Man character, but they also did Miles Morales justice as well. So it's not a matter if they're capable of doing it, but
I need a status report.
when.
Sweep negative. We are all clear.
And how long do we have to wait to experience yet another Insomniac masterpiece? There's a reason why we hold Insomniac in such high regard and why we look at Crystal Dynamics with such disdain over what they've done towards the Marvel property currently.
Attention all Sable teams.
Because you cannot take something like the Avengers
We're analyzing data now. Stay vigilant. Copy that, Control.
and then just butcher it as you have. Because they've basically butchered the Avengers name in terms of video games, and it's going to be quite a while before we ever get a real good and established Avengers game for a while.
I need a team to scan the 85th floor exterior. Copy, Control. Bird inbound.
Gotta move. Hi, MJ. A little busy right now.
I'll be quick. Listen, I got a lead on Charles Standish's location. I think if I can get to him, I can make him talk. He knew about Dr. Delaney. He probably knows about Morgan Michaels as well.
Okay, just don't do anything crazy. Speaking of crazy, gotta find that last module.
Sorry, I'm kind of concentrating on this. But you can't have a property such as the Avengers, and the only thing you do with it is like, sure, they have War for Wakanda, they have Future Imperfect, they have Taking Aim, but those don't do anything except pad for time. They don't add anything really substantial. They don't go out of their way to improve on the foundation of the game. They just add stuff without fixing any of its problems, and then they still expect people to treat it as this godsend of a Marvel game, but that's not what you do. You take what is there.
Expose our business arrangement. It'll be your word against mine, and I'm not the one behind bars right now.
Wait, is Norman talking to Wilson Fisk?
Neo statue. What are you talking about?
The Neo statue from the auction house. They must be talking about that file MJ found.
Who has the file?
We do, Norman, but it doesn't tell us enough. Which is why I'm doing some slightly illegal but morally acceptable B&E right now.
Pompous son of a bitch! You're lying!
Oh, don't be too mad, Norman. We know you and Fisk built a secret Devil's Breath lab, but we still don't know where it is and what Michaels has to do with it. Let's hope your computer can tell us more. GR-27. Dr. Morgan Michaels is the chief scientist, but the location of the lab is redacted. AI-controlled CRISPR. If that actually works, it could cure any genetic disease. Cystic fibrosis, Huntington's. This is crazy.
Now, before I move on to the next slide, I kind of need to continue my speech just a little bit. I can't for the life of me understand how you can take a property such as Marvel Avengers and do absolutely nothing with it. And when I mean absolutely nothing, especially if it's live service, you do nothing to keep content fresh. You do nothing to make it so that I can tell people that you need to buy this game, you need to play it. You do nothing to respect the source material. You do the bare minimum when it comes to fixing the game, because the game is still just as buggy as it was when it first launched, and apparently bugs are a non-priority because bugs that have been plaguing players since the game has released are still there. They've never fixed it. Another big red sign was when they released an update after the game had launched, maybe about a good week, maybe a couple of days even after the game launched, and it was a 1,000 bug fix. That does not paint a good picture for players who go off of your promise of, we want our game to entertain you for years to come, but your game isn't even out a full week, and then you push out a patch to fix 1,000 bugs. Not only that, but when you play the game, it doesn't feel like a superhero power trip, because there's just, it's like playing a game where they only give you a slight glimpse of what could happen in a sequel, but they don't give you all of the power at all. Now, it's a game that's established where you need to get gear in order to become stronger and stronger. True, many games do this, but where Marvel Avengers fails in every aspect to feeling like a true